How's it going, everybody? You really gotta love it. You guys gotta love it. Cecil's on the run, deleting videos. Once again, he realizes he's put out way too much information on himself and has made it too easy for people like me to audit him. And I really like, by the way, if you haven't gone and seen Krusty's new video, please go like, share, subscribe. He's a good friend, he's a good man, and he cares about people. But he brings up a lot of great points in that video. And it's almost like Cecil doesn't understand where we're getting this information from. He's put out everything. He's made it very easy for me to take the information he's given and presented it on a platter and to turn it into the proper authorities. There's been many great channels here on YouTube that have documented all this for the world to see. I mean, I could spend the next 5 hours going over everything that Cecil's done. We could really scrutinize him if we want. There's no point in that anymore. All the evidence is out. But the fact of the matter is, where we're at today, Cecil's deleted accounts, tried to hide, unable to do it. He's came back on an anonymous channel, which did not work. And he's still up to the same old things. We've seen no progress from him. He's made no attempts to do the right thing. He's forced the hand, and now he feels the fist. Right now, as we speak, Cecil's going through his several different hard drives, trying to scramble and delete all the evidence that he has. But the damage is done, you know. And I wish I could hem him up on the stuff that really matters, the kids stuff. But it's looking like it's going to take just a little bit longer. But what I can hem him up on is a legal purchase of firearms. And that's going to at least get him in the system. And I really like what Krusty said, that you can't, there's so many different things that he's done, you can't look at one thing without seeing the others. You know, so my plans is, when the proper authorities are scanning his information and his content, his videos, the evidence, Exhibit A, they're quickly going to see that the firearms issue is not at the top of the priority list. It's kind of like when you see a person get arrested, there's multiple charges because there was multiple offenses. Many times in the court system, they will drop the lower offenses and just focus on the big one, because the big one's going to carry the most time, and it makes it easy for the prosecutor to prosecute the case. It makes it more streamlined, and a lot of times it helps them gain a plea agreement. So what we might see when this does enter the courts, we might see him plea out to a lesser firearms charge, because he's going to be brought up on more severe charges than firearms. The firearms in the United States, in Kentucky in particular, the firearm case that he's going to be facing is an F3, so felony of the third degree. But the other things he's been involved in are F1s and F2s. They carry more time, they carry a higher fine, and there's no statute of limitations on those. So if everything goes as planned, one thing is going to lead to the other. We're going to end up killing two birds with one stone. Everything will be taken care of. Bada bing, bada boom. That's the way it's looking. And again, I'm not an unreasonable person. If Cecil decides that he would rather have a conversation and be a man, because I would rather see him take accountability, and him taking accountability is not the easier, softer way. I think it's much harder for Cecil to get honest with himself and to take real accountability. I think it's harder for him to do that than to face the law and go to prison. So I would rather see him take accountability. And I'm not saying taking accountability doesn't include the law, because if he's really taking accountability, I believe that means all the way accountability, and that means turning yourself in. But is he going to do that? No. But would he decide to rather take it upon himself to do the right thing and admit his wrongs and try to take the first step, right step forward? I don't know. Because Cecil, I'm telling you, if you don't start making these decisions, people are going to start making these decisions for you. People are tired of seeing you get away scot-free and not taking accountability. So I'm going to say it again. If you don't start making the right decisions, other people are going to start taking those decisions for you, making them for you. And you're going to lose freedom, the freedom of choice. That's all I really wanted to say right now. Thanks, guys.